Well, hello and welcome to this overcast day. Let me tilt you back for a minute and you'll be able to see what I mean. Today, the sky is just gray. There's actually a little bit of fog in the distance, and we would say that today it is overcast. It's February and the day is overcast. This is my least favorite kind of weather. It's about 1 degree right now, and things are starting to melt. There's no sunshine. It's not a happy day. You know how a sunny day can make you really, really happy? Well, an overcast day can make you a little bit sad. So that's your first word. That's your first new English vocabulary word for this lesson. An overcast day, a day with clouds in the sky and no sunshine. And I think I'll teach you about 4 more words in this lesson. A nice short English lesson on an overcast day. Hopefully this lesson makes you happy because the weather isn't making me super happy. Another word we would use to describe a day like this is dreary. When you say the day is dreary, it's a hard word to say, isn't it? Let me say it one more time. It's a dreary day. It means it's kind of dull and a little bit depressing. So let's again describe the opposite. If I go to the beach in July, the day is very vibrant. There's lots of sunshine and waves and fresh air, and I feel alive. But today is a little bit dreary. It's a day where you feel like just staying in the house and drinking a cup of coffee or a cup of hot chocolate, because outside it's just kind of dull and a little bit depressing, a little bit sad. So a dreary day, a day like this where it's overcast, using that word again, and it's just a little bit dull. Like if I look around, if I show you, even the colors of the barn seem a little bit subdued. It's not an exciting, vibrant day. It's just dreary. Sometimes we'll describe a day like this by just saying it's a blah day. Blah, B-L-A-H. It's a blah day. Again, this simply means it's just not exciting. By the way, this is an exciting day for me though, because I'm recording this on a day that is a holiday, and I'm actually having supper with all my kids tonight. They're all home from university. So even though the weather outside is kind of blah, my life is kind of exciting today. So blah, a day like this, it's kind of a blah day. This kind of day doesn't give me energy to do things. Although as soon as I thought this morning that it was a blah day, I quickly thought of 5 more words I could teach you. And then I was excited to come outside on this blah day to teach you an English lesson. So a blah day, a day that lacks excitement, a day that just isn't something that you look forward to. We would also probably call this a drab day. When you say something is drab, it means it lacks color and it lacks excitement. If I show you this area today, it certainly lacks color. If I was to show you this area in the summer, it would be vibrant and green. If you look behind me, it also is very, very drab. In fact, if you look at the grass is all brown. The trees have no leaves. Even the evergreen trees don't seem excitingly green today. They seem just a little bit drab. So here we are outside on a drab day, a day that certainly lacks color and lacks a bit of excitement. Even in the distance, if you look, you can see there's a yellow grain elevator there, and it doesn't even look very colorful today. I think we need the sun to come out and everything would look a lot less drab. So in English, a very common way to describe a day like this, a day where it's overcast and where it's just dreary and drab, is to just say it's miserable. It's a miserable day. It's actually starting to rain a little bit, a really fine mist. And I would just say, if I had to work outside today, I would say it's a miserable day to work outside. The weather is miserable. It's a miserable day. That's a hard word to say too, isn't it? Miserable. It's a miserable day. And it would not be a nice day to have to work outside. I'm always a little bit, I feel bad when I drive on a day like this and I see people who have to work outside. I have a lot of respect for people who are able to work outside in miserable weather, fixing things, building things, and doing all the things that make our lives a lot more comfortable. So It's a miserable day, but thank you to all of you who have jobs where you work outside in miserable weather on a miserable day to make life happen. We might also describe today as a gloomy day. When you say a day is gloomy, it means it's not very well lit, but it also is kind of talking about how you feel. It usually means you feel a little bit sad or unhappy. So if I say today is a gloomy day, it means there's no sunshine, but it also means I myself, because of the weather, because it's a gloomy day, don't feel super excited or happy about the day. So when you say a day is gloomy, it means it's overcast, it's not well lit, and you're feeling a little bit sad. And again, the best thing to do then, especially in the winter in Canada, is to go inside, have a cup of tea or hot chocolate or coffee, have something hot to drink, and maybe sit and talk with someone on the phone or in person, and I'm sure your day will get better. We might also use the word glum to describe how we feel on a day like this, or to describe the day itself. If I was to say to Jen, I'm just feeling glum today, it's overcast outside, it's a dreary, drab day, and I don't feel like doing anything. When I use the word glum, it simply means I'm unhappy, usually because of how I'm feeling, but possibly because of the weather. So today is kind of a glum day. It's kind of a dreary day. It's very drab out here. The weather's a little bit miserable. A lot of negative ways to describe a day like this. Well, thank you so much for watching this little English lesson where I was actually a little bit happy while talking about a day where I thought I was going to be unhappy because of the weather. But then I had this idea for an English lesson and I got a lot more excited and a lot more happy. Thanks for watching. If this is your first time here, don't forget to click that red subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll see you next week with another English lesson. Bye.